Hi there and welcome back to my channel, Full Stack Explorers. As you know, in the last video we worked on Registered Page API and its integration. In today's video we will work on Login Page API and its integration. Also we will use JWT Token and store that token in local storage and also in cookies. Let's get started now without wasting any time. Open a new tab first. I have linked for cookies which we'll use to set token and cookies. Click on Set Cookies. Here you can see an example and its usage with deno. Alright, now open a new tab first and search for JWT deno. Click on First Link. Here you can see the usage of JWT and how it's work, and also how we can create token with it. Alright, open the VS Code now. As we are in the same project, create a new file here in auth folder. I'll name the file as login as our endpoint name is login. Open the register file again, and just copy that part of the code from register file and paste in login file, as these part of the code will be remain same. Now create a handler here same as we did in register page and through the error and catch block. In try block, get the data from client side from request.json. As we are getting two fields from client side, email and password, paste that in curly brackets now. Now here we will find the user first if it created or not in the DB by using the login collection. If we don't found the user, we will throw an error and a status code with 404 not found. Now below, what we will do is compare the user's entered password with the find user password, which is in hashed form by using bcrypt method. If we don't get the matched, we will throw an error and a status of unauthorized to the client side. Alright, now come to the main part. Let's create a method above which we'll use to create a token for every user. This method will get the user as param and the type will be as user2. Now I have already copied the code from JWT site which I showed you guys before and adjusted the code according to our project needs. What I'm doing here, create an expiry for token and payload which have user ID and username which we can utilize in client side. Below, creating a key and lastly passing the key and payload to the create method of JWT. Let's get the token from that method in our handler. Below that, set headers in a variable. Also pass the new URL to the URL variable. After that, we will use set cookies method provided by deno library. The first argument will be headers and the second argument, it will get an object of some data. In that object, I will pass the cookie name, which will be auth, and the value will be token. There are other data which can be optional, but I recommend to add that data too. You guys can read it more about other key values by reading the cookies documentation. Lastly, I will set two headers. The first one set the content type and the second one will set the location, which will be home. In the last, we will set a response with token to the client side. I think everything is set here. Let's go to the login file of islands folder. In the else part 1, want to show error in the alert 2 if we got any. Alright, let's test the changes in the browser now. Let's create a new user here first. I'll create a user with mail as testuser@mail.com. As user is created, now let's log in as wrong email first. Oh, we did not get anything here. Let's check the console what happened. So at line 21 we got the error, no user found at response.data.error, but it's not showing an alert. Let's fix that now. Open VS Code again. As you can see, we are getting the error in catch block, so we need to add alert there. As their error location is error.response.data.error, set that in the alert now. Alright, now open our API file and do some changes here too. Let's test the changes in the browser now. I'll log in with wrong email again first. As you guys can see, we are getting the alert from backend now. Now log in with wrong password to test. Great, it's working as expected. Let's log in with correct credentials now. As you can see, we got alert that login successfully and redirected to the home page too. Let's check the local storage if token is stored or not. As you guys can see, the token is stored in local storage and also in cookies too. Great, we have made both login and registered page functionality now. In the next video, we will work on authorization as our authentication is working now, but we need to authorize user to access the home page only when he logged in. That's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next videos. Happy coding!